visitors ranked first, overtaking Taiwan, with numbers rising steadily after years of decline. More tourists are also arriving by cruise ships, contributing to the growth. Visitors from Taiwan, Hong Kong, Japan, and China have all increased. Officials said the upward trend in Busan is stronger than the national average, boosting hopes for a record-breaking year. Busan City and the Busan Economic Promotion Agency announced today that they are promoting a job transition program for small business owners who shut down their businesses. The program has been in place since June last year. The city operates two programs, a savings plan and hiring incentives. Those employed after January 2025 or companies that hire them can apply. Participants can receive up to 3.6 million won after saving for 6 months with matching support. Companies can also receive up to 3.6 million won per hire. The program aims to help participants rebuild stable livelihoods through employment. In international news, China has reportedly conducted a nuclear response drill as tensions rise after recent U.S. and Israeli strikes near Iran's nuclear facilities. Chinese state media showed the exercise at a naval base under the Eastern Theater Command. Officials said it aimed to improve emergency response in complex battlefield conditions. The Eastern Theater Command is responsible for the East China Sea and Taiwan Strait, areas with potential conflicts involving Japan and Taiwan. And now for today's weather. It's currently 13 degrees Celsius with rain. Daytime highs will reach around 15 degrees, while lows will be near 12 degrees, showing little temperature change. That wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BEFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is Sweet Date with Yoonji Lee. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Hello, lovely sweeties. Happy Thursday and welcome to Sweet Date. Lately, you might have heard people say things like, I finally booked a fitness test. And they're talking about a government program called National Fitness Award, in Korean titled 국민체력 100. So it's a free service where anyone can check their fitness level and even get personalized exercise recommendations. And as more people become interested in health and wellness these days, this program has been getting really popular. So much so that reservations fill up rapidly as soon as they open online. And we're going to talk about this program and take a light, honest look at our own fitness and exercise habits. So with that, let's get into today's Sweet Date, shall we?
One, two, three, four. 외계인 너와는 말이 통하지가 않아 같은 공간 시간 함께 있는데 왜 말이 안 통해 Hello 지구인 네가 내게 말하는 것만 같아 희한하게 묘해 너의 말투와 그리고 너의 발상 처음엔 뭐 이런 게 다 있나 어떤 뜨거운 별을 서상한 뒤 내려왔나 싫어한다 밉다 네가 꿀보기 싫다 그러다 도대체 뭘 눌렀길래 내 맘이 열리는 거니 끔찍한 사람이라 생각했던 너를 내가 도대체 뭘 눌렀길래 내 머리 움직인 거니 그래 불렀길래 내 맘이 열리는 거니 끔찍한 사람이라 생각했던 너를 내가 도대체 뭘 불렀길래 내 맘이 움직인 거니 그래 지금도 이상한 말로 내 눈에 눈물이 흐르게 하잖아
마음이 조작된 듯해 이제는 내가 뭘 해도 그렇게 새롭다니까
갑자기 목이 마르고
입술이 말라가는 날
자꾸만 너의 목소리만 내 마음에 울려 도대체 뭘 불렀길래 내 맘이 열리는 거니 끔찍한 사람이라 생각했던 너를 내가 도대체 뭘 불렀길래 내 맘이 움직인 거니 그래 지금도 이상한 말로 내 눈에 눈물이 흐르게 하잖아
And that was UFO 타고 왔니 by Hayes and 고영배. And there's something really light and charming about that song, right? Even the title is so cute. UFO 타고 왔니? And it almost feels like someone unexpected just floated into your day and made it a little brighter. And sometimes people come into our lives in the most random and almost unbelievable ways, right? And before we know it, they leave a small but lasting impression. And hope that song gave you something like that, something soft, feel good moments. And hello, sweeties. We're live from our studio in Busan this Thursday afternoon, and welcome to Sweet Date. Hello, everyone. You're tuned into BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas. And I'm Yunji. So we have lots of people checking in already. We have Travis coming in first saying, "Oh, 혹시 내가 1등?" That's right, you are. Congratulations. Hope you're having a good day, Travis. Thank you for checking in on this rainy day. I'm sure that it's rainy in a lot of regions in Korea, right? Hope you guys have your umbrella with you on your way out. We also have Ini checking in as well, saying, "I'm hungry." And has an emoji drooling. Let me eat food. I wonder what you're having for lunch today, Ini. Oh, thank you for checking in as well. We also have Benny Ning coming in saying, Hi, Yunji and Apiri. Happy Thursday to you, Benny. Yes, and time really flies, right, guys? It's already Thursday. I can't believe it's almost to the weekend. Do you guys have any fun plans listed out for your weekends to kind of, fancy it up? Fancy it up. Also, we have Sangmin Nim checking in as well, saying hello. Hello, Sangmin Nim. And yes, he's also listening to classical music while listening to us on a rainy day. Yes, I think, listening to classical music on a rainy day feels so good, especially when you're in the car, right? Driving. But once you step out of the car and you're all wet, and that makes you feel kind of, icky. But I mean, just sitting at home, listening to classical music with the air conditioner on, I think that's just heavenly, right? Also, we have Yinim asking where she can download Kakao Talk, and that's, I think it's on your app store, right? So go ahead in your app store and you can search Kakao Talk and you can download it there. Yes. I'm sure it works like if you type it in English, yes, because there are lots of global people around the world who actually uses that app. So go ahead and do that. Thank you for asking. Yes, and she says that she's from Taiwan and she went to visit one of the character shop in Seoul. Ooh, yes, I actually visited there. It's in Gangnam, right? Yes, and there are so many cute characters. Oh, they're so adorable. I wish I could have one. The pillows and the cushions there are kind of pricier than you think, right? You might think, it's just $20. But sometimes it's over $50. So I thought, maybe I'll just get it later. So anyway, thank you for sharing that. Also, we have Benny having a song request, and we'll see if we can play that for you throughout the week or maybe next week. Yes. So guys, thank you for checking in. So earlier today in the opening, we kind of talked about the National Fitness Award 100, which is 국민 체력 100. So this isn't just a simple fitness test. It's a government-run program designed to actually help people manage their health. And you can make a reservation online, visit a center, and go through a series of tests like body composition, strength, flexibility, and cardiovascular endurance, yes. And based on your results, you'll also receive customized exercise guidance that fits your current condition. And one of the best part is that all of this is completely free. Ooh. And there are also programs tailored to different age groups, so it's something anyone can try without feeling too much pressure. But these days, it's not always easy to get a spot. So reservations open at specific times each month, and popular centers can get fully booked within just a few minutes. So there's even a joke going around that it's even harder to successfully book a section than to actually start exercising. And maybe that says something important, that exercise is no longer just an option, but becoming a meaningful part of everyday life. So if you guys are interested in this, you can visit the website at nfa.kspo.or.kr. So let me repeat that for you once again, nfa.kspo.or.kr. Or you can just simply search for 국민 체력 100 online. And I've actually tried to search it in English, and you can do that too. But make sure to add the number 100. Okay? So now, with that, we're going to jump into today's question of the day. Are you guys ready for this? Since we're talking about something physically, physical exercise, we're going to ask you, how many days a week do you get in some cardio exercise? So how many days a week do you get in some cardio exercise? 유산소 운동은 여러분 일주일에 몇 회 하시나요? So cardio is a exercise that makes your heart beat faster, right? And you're breathing a little bit heavier. For example, running could be one, cycling and swimming, or maybe brisk walking outside, right? Or light jogging could be something that's counted as cardio. Maybe it can be the stair climbers. I've been trying to, go to the gym and get on those stair climbers. And sometimes when I don't have enough time, I actually get on the actual stairs at my place because I live above the 10th floor. So that already itself is an exercise, right? So sometimes I run into the owner of the building and he's like, aren't you getting in the elevator? And that's the moment when I have little devil and angel inside me. It's like, Yoonji, come on. You got to get up the stairs. That's the angel side. And then the devil side kicks in and says, just 10th floor? That's not even a workout, right? So yes, there's the devil side of Yoonji. Yes, how about for you guys? I know that I've been slacking on cardio lately, but I've tried to get my steps in at least 5,000 or 6,000 steps a day, which would be counted as appropriate amount for me. But however, for you guys, 일주일에 여러분은 몇 회 정도 유산소 운동을 하시나요? How many times a week do you get in your cardio exercise? So share your thoughts, guys. You can text us at pound 9050. That's 샵 9050, and each message costs 100 won. You can find us on Kakao Talk by searching BEFM or 부산영어방송. Add us as a friend, and you can send in your messages, photos, and videos for free. And if you're curious about what's going on in the studio, we're also streaming live on YouTube at the moment. So go ahead and search for the same thing, BEFM or 부산영어방송, and join us there. So while we wait for your answers to come in, we're going to go enjoy a song before we move on. And here is Love Me by Winner.
나에선 넌 볼 수 없어 I wanna be with you I wanna be with you You're the only one Love me more 남자들을 홀리는 강력한 페로몬 Somebody help me yeah, yeah. 너 때문에 모든 남친들은 다 외로워 Oh please forget me L.O.B면 나의 강아지부터 내 월급 마지막 숫자까지 사랑해줘 엄지와 검지가 닿을 때 Like that 눈이 부셔 넌 까만 밤의 별 다른 건 안 보여 난 너의 것 너도 내 맘과 같아 Go just tell me now 내 귀에 lollipop 아름다운 목소리로 Love me love me Love me love me 난 영원해 너와 함께 춤추고 싶어 Love me Love me love me Want you to love me 너와 함께 숨 쉬고 싶어 넌 주인공 난 널 빛내는 extra 조명을 받은 so amazing my baby 작은 표정 네 서품은 내는 나와 너의 매력에 난 베이지 my lady 아직 모르겠다고 말하긴 늦었어 Oh 넌 한마디면 돼 Say love me love me Love me love me 난 영원해 너와 함께 춤추고 싶어 Love me love me I want you to love me 너와 함께 숨 쉬고 싶어 I wanna be with you I wanna be with you 너와 나의 넌 볼 수 없어 I wanna be with you I wanna be with you You're the only one Love me more
Welcome back to Screen Bites, everyone, where we learn everyday English expressions through scenes from movies and dramas. And this week, we're diving into the movie called Definitely Maybe, in Korean title, 나의 특별한 사랑 이야기. So it's a story that moves back and forth between the past and the present as one man named Will, played by Ryan Reynolds, looks back on the choices, relationships, and moments that shaped who he is today. So in today's scene, we go back to the past. So young Will has just arrived in New York, full of ambition and excitement, ready to work on a political campaign he truly believes in. And he imagines himself quickly rising through the ranks. But reality turns out to be a little different when he meets the guy named Gareth. So let's check out the actual lines in the movie between Gareth and Will. Will Hayes? Gareth Anderson. Oh, you're Gareth. Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you. We're walking, Hayes. So I brought my CV and a sample of some speeches I wrote for Congressman Sweeney. Fantastic. I cannot wait to peruse these in my abundant spare time. In the meantime, here's a sample of the coffee and bagel order I'll need filled immediately. So with that, here goes today's expression. I cannot wait to peruse. 얼른 훑어보고 싶어요. Or 너무 기대돼서 빨리 보고 싶네요. 라는 뜻이겠죠? So here, peruse, P-E-R-U-S-E, means to read or look over something carefully. And here's the key point. It's often used in a slightly formal or professional tone. So if you want to express this in a casual tone, you can say, I'm really looking forward to checking this, or I can't wait to go through it. Or maybe you can say, skim over it. But in this scene, there's a twist. Gareth is actually being a bit sarcastic here. So by saying, in my abundant spare time, he implies that he's actually very busy and probably won't read it anytime soon. So the real meaning feels closer to, yeah, I'll get to it someday. So let's now check out some example dialogues using the phrase that we learned today. Here's our first one. Hey, I sent you my portfolio. Great, I cannot wait to peruse it. And here's our second example. Hey, here's the report that you asked for. Thank you, I cannot wait to peruse it. And here's our last example. I wrote a 50-page essay. Wow, I cannot wait to peruse that. So as you see in this example conversations, this expression is useful because it can sound polite and professional, but depending on the tone, it can also carry subtle sarcasm, as in today's movie scene. So with that, we're going to wrap up today's Screen Bites, everyone. Hope you got a good use out of it. And tomorrow, we're going to continue with another moment from Definitely Maybe. But for now, let's take a breather. And here is 우리의 밤은 당신의 낮보다 아름답다 by 코나. is 우리의 밤은 당신의 낮보다 아름답다 by 코나. So before we go any further, guys, here's today's question of the day once again. How many days a week do you get in some cardio exercise? 여러분, 유산소 운동 일주일에 몇 회 하시나요? I'm laughing because I know like I made a promise with you guys that I would definitely work out 3 times a week, right? Which I haven't done so far this week. It's already Thursday. Oh my God. gosh. But I still have the weekend, right? So yeah, doesn't count. How about for you guys? If you'd like to reach out, we're always open. You can send in your text at pound 9050. That's 샵 9050. And remember, each message costs 100 won. Also, you can find us on Kakao Talk. So go ahead into the App Store, download Kakao Talk, and search for BEFM or 부산영어방송. And it's completely free to send messages, photos, and even share your videos there. And yes, we're live on YouTube, so go ahead and search for the same thing, BEFM or 부산영어방송. And then hop into the live stream and you can see what's happening in the studio in real time. So let's see what our sweeties are saying at the moment. We have Zero님 checking in. Hello, Zero님. Hope you're having a good day. Happy Thursday to you. We want to know your answer. How many times a week do you get in some cardio exercise? It can be like, cycling or maybe just walking. It doesn't really matter, right? Or maybe breathing. Also, we have Benny answering to the text topic saying once or twice, maybe for walking. I don't know if it's cardio. I think it is, right? If you're walking at a faster pace, I think that can be counted as walking, right? For cardio. Also, we have Jenny Loves Music checking in as well, saying, hello, Yunji and Sweet Daters. Hello, Jenny Loves Music. And she's saying, peruse, 정독하다. Yes, it's a formal expression that you can use, right? Also, we have Travis saying, I do cardio about 3 to 5 times a week, usually cycling or walking in the park. And since it's raining today, I'm really tempted to skip my workout and put a devil emoji. I know, there's a devil and angel inside you, always, arguing, right? Yes, that's when I usually do, the stairs. I know, like once you get to the 7th floor, I think that's when a temptation kind of kicks in and you're like, should I take that elevator or should I just keep walking, right? And once you get above 10th floor, I think that makes you feel really good. Like you get some achievements done, and I think that makes you really confident about yourself, right? So maybe, Travis, if you have a stairs at your place, go ahead and take that as well. Also, we have PK checking in. Say hi, Indy, and put a rainy emoji. I know it's raining today, huh? I know on a rainy day, I think it feels like 파전, right? And some drinks that I'm not going to mention. But anyway, yes, I feel like having 파전 today. Ooh. Also, we have Jenny Loves Music saying, I take a walk about 30 minutes every day and I'll go swimming from this weekend. Ooh, all right. So twice a week, swimming. That sounds really fun. Ooh, tell me how that goes, okay? And she says that she really wants to lose about 3 kilograms. I mean, from what I hear, Jenny, I think you are slim already. But yes, people want to be even slimmer. So I guess, yeah, that's fun. Tell me how that goes, okay? So anyway, we also have lots of listeners checking in at the moment. 현철님, Jolene, hello to you. And it's Thursday today, which means we get to see our cute Jian, right? So let's bring her into the studio. It's time for hidden news gems and stories that don't always make the headlines but reveal how our everyday lives are quietly shifting. And of course, Gen Z June is here to transform us all into Gen Z mode. Hello, June.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You look smart today. You have that smart look.
With the shirts.
Uh-huh.
That's the concept
Somehow
of today.
she gives off the vibe that she doesn't want to be seen as Gen Z, right? So she's always like dressing up like a
little
professional, mature, right? Oh, so anyway, how everything's good with you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's raining today, though.
I know. Don't you just feel groggy on a day like this?
A little, yes.
Yeah, it's like hard to get up in the morning, right? So anyway, we want to get your take. I know that you do some type of cardio every day.
Yes.
How many days a week would you say you get in some cardio exercises?
So it's about 2 kilometers away from my place to the radio station.
Oh, yeah?
So I do ride my bike every day, but not today. Like when it rains, I just call a cab right away. Nope,
Call a
not
cab.
today. I just call a cab.
Because she gets up so early in the morning, guys, that she doesn't have any public transport that she can get
that's
on.
right.
Right, so she either takes a bike
or a cab, or I should walk, but I don't want to walk for
or hitchhiking.
Hitchhiking. Anyone? It's raining.
If you guys are out there on the road and
mercy.
see June near maybe Suyeonggu district
At 6?
yeah,
At 6 in the morning.
pick her up, please. Okay, she doesn't want to get late to studio. Yeah. So anyway, how many days?
So almost like 5 days a week.
5 days a week. Wow.
At least 3 days, because unless it's raining. But I'm not sure in summer yet. During the rain, the 장마.
Oh, true.
Not sure about that.
Very healthy. All right. So anyway, we're going to get into our Gen Z mode, everyone. So what do you have for us today?
So today we're looking at how people, especially Gen Z, are stepping back from constant online life and why doing less is starting to mean more.
Ooh, can't wait to hear about it. So it seems our first gem today is about the new trend of Gen Z and how they use social media these days, right?
That's right. People aren't really leaving social media, but they're just staying on it in a much quieter way. You know how zero or like sugar-free products are everywhere now?
Yeah.
We still want Coke, but just, without too much sugar,
True.
right? And it's now on social media as well. So here's even a name for this now. It's called the posting zero trend. Gen Z is redefining what it means to be active online by posting less or barely posting at all.
Oh, and I know that too, since you have bazillion jobs, I'm guessing you are also on socials. But I mean, how about you? How often do you post things on socials?
I mean, it's happening to me as well. I used to upload a lot on my personal Instagram and also on my artist channel as well to be exposed to, as many people as I can. But now it feels like it's really tiring, not only for me, but as for the subscribers or my followers. Like, I don't want to know.
It's June again.
Again,
oh my
again.
gosh.
Again?
I'm sure they don't take it that way, but you must be exhausted.
I'm exhausted as well.
Yeah, posting with all that work.
Right, right.
So I guess posting less these days feels kind of backwards, right?
Right. But that's exactly the point. Instead of constantly sharing updates, a lot of young people are choosing to stay low profile. They're not quitting social media, but they're just using it in a different way. Scrolling, messaging, saving content, but not necessarily broadcasting their lives.
Right. And I remember just a few years ago, that digital detox, which is staying disconnected with your phone, was the thing.
Yes.
But nowadays, it seems like it's different from not having a full-on digital detox.
In fact, experts say those detox trends can feel a bit performative, like showing that I'm doing detox. I am the cool one.
True.
But, so this is way more subtle. People are still online, but they've just stopped feeding the algorithm with their constant posts. One user actually said he used to post all the time, but now maybe once every few months. And interestingly, he says he feels no pressure anymore. Instead of thinking, I need to post this, I need to post that, he's now thinking like, why does this even need to be posted?
I think I once saw an article about this top YouTuber who used to have like one of the highest subscribers in Korea, and he or she were struggling with burnout because they felt pressure to keep posting things online, right? So how about for you? Like, did you ever feel overwhelmed by this? Like posting?
Absolutely, yes.
As an artist?
As an artist, after like few months, but time flies. And then one day just I realized, I've been offline for like too long. And even when I'm offline, I constantly feel the pressure. Like I should be like more frequently online to be on any type of social media, no matter what content is.
Yeah, true. I guess everyone, out there who especially needs to be like exposed feel the same way like you, right?
Right.
And that's kind of refreshing to know this. So I wonder what's driving this shift at the moment.
So I think a big reason here is fatigue because social media has become overcrowded, overly curated, and honestly a bit exhausting for everyone. When everything starts to feel staged or even AI generated these days, people begin to lose interest in performing for it. So now Gen Z is moving from look at my life to let me just live my life.
That's a pretty big shift there.
Some experts even say personal branding started to feel like an unpaid full-time job. People are choosing autonomy, deciding what to share, and more importantly, what not to share.
With how like social media works these days, don't you kind of have to put yourself out there though and market yourself to get ahead? And I think being quiet online make people seem less active or less interesting.
Exactly. That used to be the assumption, but now it's kind of the opposite actually. In a world where everyone is constantly visible, being less available actually signals confidence and even status. It sends the message, my life is full enough, I don't need to prove it.
Oh, so guys, stay quiet for about a year and that'll make you famous. Right. So not posting is the new flex here. That's what you're saying.
Yes, some are even calling it offline capital. Real life experiences, private conversations, and meaningful time, things that don't need a digital receipt. And interestingly, people are not disappearing. They're just showing up in different places like pottery classes, book clubs, board game cafes, spaces built for interaction, not the content.
Well, they're still connecting, but not performing, right?
Exactly. Even online, the shift is toward more private interaction, like direct messages, smaller communities, more intentional engagement. At the end of the day, it comes down to this. Doing less online is starting to feel more valuable because when everything is visible, being a little invisible suddenly feels rare.
Yes. And we want to know about you, sweeties. Like today in social media driven world, do you guys like to present yourself out there or like to stay and have private sharing? We want to know. So while you guys send in your messages, we are going to take a breather and here is 청춘 by 우효.
어젯밤에 무슨 꿈을 꾸었겠는지 널
Welcome back, everyone. We just played 청춘 by 우효, and you guys are tuned in to Hidden News Gems here on Sweet Date, and we are joined by Jiun. So we have some of the messages coming in from our sweeties, and Jiun, with your beautiful voice, would you like to read some of them? Whichever.
Of course. I've just seen Kainim saying, I do cardio once a week because I am lazy. But that's not lazy at all.
No,
lazy
not at
people don't do
even
anything.
Maybe breathing.
Maybe breathing, yes, maybe
Yeah.
the minimum walking
Exactly.
to the parking lot.
Yeah. Oh, that counts as exercise,
that
right?
counts.
Oh, okay. Also, we have Drift Monkey name saying no cardio for me. Just generally enough strength training. After a set of many exercise, I'm sweaty already. That's good, right?
Having cardio even after like lifting can actually help you.
Yeah, of course.
Highly recommended.
I did it backwards, which means I did cardio first for 30 minutes. I I don't know. I was exhausted. And then I did
just stretching.
weight training.
I'm done.
Oh, I was like, I'm done. One set is enough. Yes. And we also have PK님 saying 유산소 요즘 일주일에 4번 정도 하는 것 같아요. 와우. 뭐든 꾸준히 하면 좋은 것 같아요.
Of course.
Yes. Consistency. I think that is the most important thing,
That's the key.
which I haven't done. PK님. Is there a pearls of wisdom for me here? Yes. Also, can you read one last thing?
Of course.
Maybe it can be something about social media that we talked about.
Social media. Let me see. I use Instagram. But I don't upload my picture often. Instead, I upload some food before I eat or some kind of watching TV to text to get some gifts. Oh, that's brilliant.
That is brilliant,
You
right?
can also text
Us.
EFM.
Kind of plug it in there, huh? Yes. Oh, anyway, I guess there are some people who still uses social media, but to win a prize. Yes. So I guess for our second gem, it feels like posting less trend is part of something bigger at this moment, right?
Yes. It's not just about posting less. People are also actually trying to live less digitally overall. A recent survey found that about half of Americans say they feel more disconnected than ever, but surprisingly in a positive way.
Oh, so they feel more disconnected in a good way, though,
Yes.
right? That sounds a bit contradictory.
It does at first, but here's what they mean. More people are intentionally spending less time on screens to improve their well-being. And again, it's younger generations leading this shift. Gen Z and millennials are much more likely to actively go offline compared to older groups.
What about you, Tian? I asked her some
I
random
prefer
things.
to make a call.
To call someone up.
Call my family, call my grandma, or call my friend directly asking how they're doing instead of like texting or direct messages.
If I do that to my mom or dad, they're like, do you need some money?
You're making a phone call?
Yeah. So I guess it depends on what kind of character you are. Yes. So this isn't just a mindset here. It's actually changing daily habits.
Yes, many people are now setting specific screen-free time during their day, almost like a boundary where devices are completely off limits. And when asked why, the answers were pretty clear. People said they feel more productive, more present, and more aware of their real-life surroundings when they unplug.
That makes sense. So I think a lot of us feel overwhelmed by screens sometimes, right?
Me too. I mean, a significant number of people said too much screen time makes them feel anxious, irritated, or even dissatisfied with their lives. And here's the striking part. On average, most of the time spent online doesn't actually feel like a real connection. It often leads to loneliness instead.
Oh, right. I totally get that because I think we've all been there at some moment, right? And so being online all the time, is it really making people feel connected anymore.
Right, and that realization is pushing people toward what's called an analog lifestyle. Things like writing in notebooks, reading physical books, using paper planners, basically activities that don't involve a screen. In fact, more than 80% of people say they've already incorporated these habits into their daily lives.
Just yesterday for me, I saw this like a guest speaking at a video, I think, and she was saying how important it is for us to write down, like physically in our notebook, about our dreams and what we want to achieve in life and what we value in life.
I see.
And that is very relevant because doing that kind of makes you focus on that mindset.
Right.
Right.
So it's
rather than
completely
just
different, like typing on your phone.
Yeah. Rather than like, posting things on socials. Because that kind of makes you compare with other people.
Right.
Whether it's intentional or not intentional.
Right. And people can be a little judgy for those bucket lists.
And especially like when it comes to achieving your dreams, I think you often compare yourself with others thinking, wait, they've achieved this when they're like 28.
Right.
And me, I'm already over 30 and I'm, like you're comparing yourself.
Yeah, that could happen.
So I think this is really relevant here. And it's a really huge shift among people. And it almost feels like people are going backwards these days.
I mean, it might look that way, but it's more like a correction. People are trying to slow things down and be more intentional. This connects to another idea called slow living, focusing on quality, presence, and real experiences instead of speed and constant updates.
Right. So instead of scrolling, Jian, what are people choosing nowadays?
Reading, spending time with friends and family, going outdoors, or doing hands-on hobbies. And interestingly, reading is making a big comeback. A lot of people say they plan to read more this year, not just digitally, but actual printed books.
That's interesting. I know that you read lots of books too, right?
Do I? I'm trying to, yes.
Yes, and I've actually seen that, like what I consumed this week, right? Post, that kind of stuff.
Yes, yes.
I see. So it feels more grounded here, right?
People say reading helps them relax, think more clearly, and feel mentally stable. Things that endless scrolling doesn't really provide. And there's even a new trend where people track what they consume, like books, films, podcasts, instead of mindlessly scrolling.
Right. So now, before we go, I know that it's not here, but it's April and it's spring, right?
Yes.
So how about we each set like a small intention or goal instead of scrolling, okay?
That would be nice. Do you have one?
Yeah, I do. For me, for the month of April, I want to read at least 2 books.
2 books. 2 like tangible paper books?
Yeah, paper books.
Did you choose like specific books
already?
already?
Yesterday I actually like borrowed a book from one of our guests.
Oh, okay.
She lent me. So I started reading it yesterday and I thought, wow, this is so much better than scrolling just nonstop, right?
Right.
So I thought this would be a moment for us, like even our sweeties out there, while Jiun is thinking about her goal of April and making a promise to our listeners as well. I'm sure that you guys have something that you want to achieve in the month of April. So go ahead and send your answers in. How about for you?
That's brilliant. For me, I want to do a little more cardio because riding a bike only takes about 10 minutes in the morning. And I think I'm already got used to it and it's not giving me any more like higher goals for that. So I want to do more regular cardio in April. And
that's good.
I definitely want to be a little more offline. I get easily distracted. And when you're on social media, everything pops up to, get your attention.
Right. It's like, I'm
like,
here.
I'm here and here
Click
and
me.
here. And then are you bored? I'm here. And next. It's so quick. So I want to keep myself a little calm and to maintain my peace maybe.
Oh, that's
for the
good.
April.
Okay. So for Jian, she's going to do more cardio.
Less
for me,
social media.
Less social media. And for me, do 2 books of reading and a little bit more cardio.
What's your favorite cardio?
Me, I just like walking around.
Walking around.
Yeah, really quickly though.
In a little faster
Yeah.
speed.
That's
I
nice.
look
like Ajuma.
Come on.
So if you guys see us out there, maybe her doing riding bicycle and me doing like a
That's me. And that
Jumma
would be
run.
Yundi. With the clubs back and forth.
Like the tree in front of you, right?
And
I
back
see.
bumping.
Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, how about for you guys? We want to know. Yes. We have 마박도 영어님 saying 저는 일주일에 5번 9,000보에서 10,000보 정도 걸어요.
Oh,
와.
wow.
집에서 학원까지 왕복하면 그 정도 됩니다. So round trip would be that amount. And on social media, 시청은 방법을 몰라서 강제로 detox 하고 있어요.
That's good.
That's very clever, 마박도 영어님. I know a lot of us want to do that, but it's nearly impossible because it's like
Right.
reaching out to us in many ways, right?
Yes. It's almost impossible to avoid every
I know, right?
commercials and
True. And we have a wonderful guest here. We have Han for Cup family saying, Yoonji, I miss you. It's Ange. Oh my gosh, it's Ange, our guest. We would do like a chant, Angie, Yoonji. But
that's Angie Yoonji.
Yeah. But I mean, for us, it's like Yoonji. And so I guess everyone has to have G to be in the studio. Well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in on this Thursday. And thank you so much, Jian, for being here
Thank
and
you.
sharing fun topics.
Of course,
And
my pleasure.
We'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And that brings us to the end of today's Hidden News Gems. I hope you guys enjoyed it with us. And we'll see you back at 1 o'clock. But for now, here's 60s Carden by Glenn Check.
activities if possible. If you do go out, wear a mask. When you get home, thoroughly wash your hands and feet. Third, fully wash any fruits or vegetables that have been exposed to yellow dust. And last of all, get plenty of water. Keep up to date on weather forecasts for the latest yellow dust information.
This campaign was brought to you by BEFM, Busan 영어방송.
Want to be a friend of BFM 부산영어방송? You can chat with BFM through our Kakao Talk service. You can share your messages and photos through Kakao Talk, and you can easily become BFM's Kakao friend by searching BFM through the Find a Friend option. Come share and chat with us at BFM anytime, anywhere for free. Don't forget to add BFM 부산영어방송 to your Kakao friends list.
Man, I haven't got a chance. I call him.
The time is now 1 o'clock.
It's like a Polaroid love 사랑 촌스러운 그 감정 근데 내 가슴이 뛰어 when I 입에 왜 사랑에 목매는 건지 어차피 뻔한 감정이잖아 분명 다 안 믿었지 알고도 빠진 함정인가 봐 나도 It's like a Polaroid love 사랑 촌스러운 그 감정 근데 내 가슴이 뛰어 when I 이때 나 It's like a Polaroid love 내 뜻대로 되지 않아 흔한 필터조차 없어 But I love the vibe yeah, yeah, yeah. 너 향한 내 맘을 여기 보정 없이 새기는 거야 점점 또렷해져가지 이 맘은 세상 단 한 장뿐이야 나도 모르게 When you call my name 가슴 아프게 내 심장이 쿵쿵 It's like a Polaroid love 사랑 촌스러운 그 감정 근데 내 가슴이 뛰어 when I 이때 나 It's like a Polaroid love 내 뜻대로 되지 않아 한한 필터조차 없어 But I love the vibe yeah, yeah, yeah. 촌스러운 그 나도 모르게 When you call my name 가슴 아프게 내 심장이 쿵쿵 It's like a Polaroid love 사랑 촌스러운 그 감정 근데 내 가슴이 뛰어 when I 이때 나 It's like a Polaroid love 내 뜻대로 되지 않아 흔한 필터조차 없어 But I love the vibe yeah, yeah, yeah.
That was Polaroid Love by N-Hyphen. You know, that song doesn't try too hard. Maybe that's why it works so well. It feels like flipping through a stack of old photos that you have, maybe finding a moment that you didn't think much about at the time, but now it means everything. It's soft, a little nostalgic, and quietly honest, like the kind of feelings that don't need big words to be real. And hello, sweeties. We're live from our studio in Busan this Thursday afternoon, and welcome to Sweet Date. You're tuned into BEFM 90.5 in Busan and 103.3 FM in the Kijang, Cheongwan, and Noksan areas, and I'm Yoonji. So as we head into part 2 of today's Sweet Date, here's what's coming up. Andrew will be joining us for Sized Banter, a relaxed space where we share everyday thoughts, small stories, and a few light moments. And after that, we're going to take a look at K-pop Dispatch from fresh releases songs that are quietly finding their way onto everyone's playlists. And of course, we're going to wrap things up with our song of the day, one track that ties everything that we share throughout our show together. But first, let's circle back to today's question, which is how many days a week do you get in some cardio exercise? 유산소 운동은 여러분 일주일에 몇 회를 하시나요? So we'd love to hear your ideas anytime. You can text us at pound 9050. That's 샵 9050. Messages cost 101, but you can also send in your photos too. Or maybe reach out to us on KakaoTalk by searching for BEFM or 부산영어방송. And it's free to send messages, photos, and also videos there. And if you're curious about what's happening in the studio at the moment, we're also live on YouTube. So go ahead and search the same thing, BEFM or 부산영어방송, and you can join us live in the chat room. So let's see what our sweeties are saying. We have 현철님 saying 유산소 운동은 자주 못하고 비 안 올 때 가끔 나가서 밥 먹으러 가는 정도에 자주 해요. So whenever he goes out to eat, he does the cardio. I think that's pretty wise, right? How often do you go out, 현철님? Also, we have Julie-님 checking in as well, saying, hello, sweet daters. Sorry for being late. I had to get an IV drip in the morning. Oh no, what happened, Julie-님? I'm sorry to hear that. And she's saying, 모두 환절기 건강 조심하세요. I know you gotta watch out for your health, everyone. On a day like this, I think rainy and then sunny again, right? Make sure to maintain your body temperature, guys, by wearing layers. That would be a way to stay healthy, and drink lots of water or fluid, right? That would keep us healthy. And also, if you guys are feeling not good, I think you should get a plenty of rest. Right. So anyway, Julie, even though you're not feeling good, thank you for checking in on this day. Hope you're feeling better. And also we have Kai Yuan-jang-님 checking in. Hello, Kai Yuan-님. Thank you for doing that. And yes, cardio once a week. I think that is enough. I'm sure lots of doctors out there would be like, no. But for me, I think once a week would be fine. But I mean, I personally think that Korean people are really exercising just in their daily lives, right? Without even noticing. So we get some cardio done. For example, if we are taking the subway, that already counts as 500 steps. I don't know. For some of you, 1,000. So if you kind of add up the steps that you take a day, that would be quite an amount of cardio. Don't you guys think? Am I rationalizing? Also, we have Travis saying, it's okay, Yoonji. You're burning so many calories for 2 hours anyway. From the show. But I mean, talking makes me hungry. I don't know about burning calories. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? And also, we have Jenny Loves Music saying, my target is 47 kilograms. Oh my gosh. Jenny-님, you're so light. You want to be light as a feather? You want people to carry you on their shoulder? Is that what it is? Oh my gosh. 그래도 너무 우리 healthy하게 빠지는 게 중요하겠죠? Yes, and she's saying to Jian and me, saying, 두 분 너무 이쁘시고 멋져요. And put a heart there. Oh, thank you. I think you are filled with, loving heart. For sure. And she says, let me just be in my life, not to share. I don't need to prove it to others. Yes, this is what we've been talking about in Hidden News Gems today with Jian. And I think to be really present in the moment is relevant, because these days, when you actually think about it, some people, I don't do it, but sometimes I catch some people brushing their teeth and while they're on their social or continue to scroll, right? And I heard there's a term among Gen Z these days, which I've learned today. There's a brain fog, which is like kind of like acting your brain out, like to be cognitive, and it causes mental fogginess. So for example, if you were to have a conversation with your spouse or your friends, you can't pay attention as much as you used to before. So that's what exactly like brain fogging is. So make sure, guys, to do less of a scroll and to focus more on, doing writing or reading or concentrating on something besides your phone. I think that's very helpful, right? Also, to the question of the day, we have 상윤님 checking in. Hello, 상윤님, saying 2 to 3 times a week I run along 온천천 stream. It feels so good these days, especially because it's not cold anymore, and I can also enjoy the cherry blossom view along the trail. That sounds so nice, right? These days, I think it's the best season to enjoy jogging or running, right, outside. So yeah, thank you, 상윤이, for sharing that 2 to 3 times a week. That's very impressive. I wish you can take me, drag me there. Yes, and also we have 현철님 saying he has made a dish. Have you ever tried 돈가스 짬뽕 or 오징어 젓갈 소내장탕밥? Oh, I haven't tried neither. Oh, I've tried the 돈가스 and 짬뽕 separately, but not together. I wonder what that tastes like, 현철님. Also, he says that he thinks slow living is really good rule to have because if you go fast living, especially some elders like 할머니, 할아버지 gets car accident because of jaywalking. But if you go slow, car accident will get less than before it comes out. Oh, so true. Yes, so make sure to be safe on the road out there, everyone. Also, we have Drift Monkey name saying, I think some of my high school friends would be surprised I'm still alive given how little I post. It's been at least 5 to 8 years since I've made a post on Instating. Oh, 5 to 8 years. That's impressive. Wow. How is that possible though, Drift Monkey? I'm sure there was a moment where you thought maybe if I'm not on social as much, I would be less connected to the people out there that you know, right? But I mean, I think it takes a lot of courage to be very decisive on that, right? So anyway, thank you for sharing that. I'm sure this would impact a lot of listeners out there who are actually trying and on the verge of quitting social media, right? And Travis is saying her testimony is impressive. 2 women taking a spin class. Oh my gosh. June and I are in spin class, right? I'm banging my head. Yesterday, I was reading the book that Cheryl actually lent me. And in that book, the character, the main character, actually hits her head while she's in spin class. So I thought that was like me. And also to the question of the day, we have Inim saying, how many times do I exercise? My answer would be not often, but I will do the push-up in bed occasionally. Wow, is it the girls push-up or is it the men push-up? Oh, I wonder what it is. Because guys push-up, I think that's harder. Yes, you gotta have your, belly up and then your chest up, and there are so many rules to this, right? So Ii님, that's very impressive. Thank you for sharing that. Maybe I will try to do it tonight before I go to bed, hopefully. So anyway, thank you guys for sending in your messages, and we're gonna pause here for a bit and enjoy some music, shall we? Here is 1조 by 이찬혁.
살때 배박이 새겨진 동전을 주는 꿈을 꿨어. 고물배 공이 12개 달려있었어요. 야 임마 그건 1조야. 당장 갖고 싶은 건 사. 줄 테니 그 꿈 빨아라. 아들 내게 I realize
by Sized Banter, and let's welcome our lovely guest who's probably into a bit of a thrill and adrenaline.
Ooh!
Andrew, am I right about that?
Maybe.
Yeah?
Maybe sometimes, but I like the slow pace life of the countryside sometimes.
Oh.
I really wish I could have a house in the countryside.
Seriously?
Yeah, but I think like just because, you know, the quietness and stuff like that, but I think I would miss the convenience factor of the city.
Yeah, I was gonna ask because like Korea is like moving so fast.
It's
right?
unbelievable.
It's like 빨리, right?
Yeah, I used to always say too, like when I first came to Korea, I lived in Daegum, and then so I spent a lot of time in Samyeon. And as everyone who's ever been to Samyeon knows, like there's that underground shopping street from the subway.
Yeah.
And it'd be funny where, you know, there'd be a couple stores that I liked or would buy something from, and I'd walk by the next day and the store would be gone, or it would be a completely different store. And they'd renovated it overnight. You know, and then it's like a sock store, a hat store, you know, like, so it's funny.
Oh, so Andrew walking in that underground shopping
Love
place.
it, love it.
Okay, so we're going to get into today's mini skit and talk about the topic, shall we?
Yes, it's about the never-ending battle of picking the perfect movie genre.
So Andy, guess what? I found the perfect movie. It's about two people who meet in Paris and fall deeply in love.
Couldn't imagine something sounding so worse. But look at this one. A detective has 24 hours to stop a runaway train.
Come on, Andrew. My heart rate is already high from work. I need something sweet and relaxing.
But thrillers are going to keep you awake. Romances just make me sleepy.
Well, I'll make the popcorn. You make the coffee. We'll watch both then.
Hey, if you got snacks, I'm in.
So here goes today's question. Fast-paced thrillers or heartfelt romances? So do you guys need a happy ending, or maybe are you okay with being emotionally wrecked? And if you had to choose just one, which would it be? In Korean, 숨막히는 전개의 스릴러 대 가슴 따뜻해지는 로맨스 중에서 여러분은 하나만 고른다면 어떤 것을 선택하실 건가요? So that's our question. Would you go with thrillers or romances?
You know what? It's similar to music. I'm not somebody who's like, you know, always a certain genre. You know what I mean? So I don't mind switching it up. You know, there's great romance movies out there. Have you ever notebooked a guy?
What does that mean? Notebook.
There was like, you know, the movie A Notebook.
Yeah.
The Notebook. So like when I was in university, it was always like, you know, like if it was one of my boys, they'd be like, I'm going over to so-and-so's house to watch a movie with her. Or she's coming over here, but she's bringing the movie. And it was kind of like a date or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, especially you're in university, you're not, maybe you don't have a lot of cash. So you know, maybe have a date night or you're like at your house, or whatnot, you know, make some food or something or bring the snacks, make it a cheap night.
Oh, yeah.
And the boys would be like, the next day, it was like, oh, how was the date last night? I was notebooked. And then the girl would want to watch the Notebook.
Oh, you say it, you were notebooks.
You were notebooked, yeah.
Interesting.
So, but I do enjoy that movie. It's a bit long, but it's okay.
But I guess for guys, like guys normally don't pick the romance by themselves. They're often like kind of forced to watch it.
I would say, you know, there's definitely, you know, movies that are, you know, maybe it's like someone coming out. It also depends on who's in the movie. You know what I mean? Like if it's going to be, there's like, when we think of like the summer blockbusters, they're always like, you know, like the Fast and the Furious or something like that. High energy, high impact. But there are also the, you know, the lovey-dovey ones like that as well. So I'm not saying I like one more than the other, but if I had to choose, I'm probably going to go down the, you know, the fast-paced one.
I thought so.
But like one of my favorite genres of movie, kind of different than the question, but I do like suspense movies that are like kind of like crime thrillers, like that style of movie. All day long, I want to watch
Seriously?
that. Yeah. Like the movie Seven. Do you remember the movie Seven? So it is Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. I want to say this was, maybe Petey Nim could check on me the year of this, but I think it was like 94 maybe 90 93 I don't know, called 7, but it is they're trying to find a killer and it's searching for it's like the 7 deadly sins, like gluttony, guilt, these kind of things.
Wow, yeah.
And it's not for 1995. Okay, so yeah. So but that movie it's like I can see the pictures in my head of, you know, because like it was like a serial killer and like how he would kill these people, you know, and or unalive these people, maybe I should say. But it's definitely, if our listeners, if you've never watched it, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Oh, how many times do you think you've watched it? 7 times?
Yeah, maybe 6, 7, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, definitely, probably I've watched it a dozen times at least. But it's also one of those movies. Sometimes you'll catch it on Korean TV, like you know, it's like Shawshank Redemption was. Like for like
All-time legendary.
like 10 years,
Yeah.
it was on Korean TV all the time.
I remember watching that movie when I was a kindergartner.
Oh my
I can't
goodness.
even remember anything that happened when I
Yeah.
was a kindergartner, but
Sure.
I can remember watching that.
Yeah, and
I
it's
don't know
also
why.
it's one of those movies that if it comes on for me,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter where it's at in the movie. Especially obviously if it's on TV, I can't rewind it.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll watch the rest of it.
Oh, true.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
But I remember me being so stressed out.
Yeah,
watching
sure.
that. I was
Definitely.
like, oh, maybe that's why I remember.
Yeah,
it,
so I
right?
like crime or like in that sense, like penitentiary, jail, prison kind of movies. And it, like maybe that's where my investigative personality, you know, comes from
Oh, yeah.
or whatnot. But also my mom really, really enjoyed those movies as well. So I think that's where I got it. So I would watch them with her.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe I was able to watch them a little younger than I should have because I was watching them with my mom.
Yeah.
You know, whereas like if I was watching it alone, it would have been like, not a chance. You're not
true.
watching this movie.
Yeah.
So, But what would you choose if you were like, okay, I'm going to put on a movie tonight, and I think it also depends if you're alone or if you're like a date night.
Yeah.
What are you choosing?
If I were to be on the date, then I would definitely pick thrillers because it's really scary to watch it alone. for me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I need someone. I'm like, look at that. Right? But then that person would be so annoyed.
Sure.
But I mean, like during the summertime, I think people watch thrillers a lot.
I feel like they're released a lot more at that time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Do you think it takes off the summer heat from you, like watching thrillers?
Yeah, but it's also like it's I found like when I think I talked about movies a lot more when I was younger with your friends, like or you're out for dinner or something like that. It's just a conversation starter. What? Oh, hey, did you see this movie?
Yeah.
Or this one's coming out. Are you excited to watch it? Whereas like these days, I watch a lot more animations and things like that with my kids. So you know, typically these days, if I'm watching a movie, a lot of times it's by myself.
Oh yeah.
Unless it's with my kids. So then I'm you know, what are the Oscar movies or something like that. And it's always like, I don't know how you feel about this, but a lot of those ones that are for Best Picture, they're like movies that I would not usually choose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, really? Oh, I guess the acting and the cinematography and this stuff is good. But yeah, I'm going to go with the thriller.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
going to go with heartfelt romances. Can you recommend one romance movie that you've ever loved? Something that you've watched more than once.
Oh, geez, I don't
Can
even
you
know.
recommend one for me?
Gone with the Wind. No, there's one with Brad Pitt, and he, it's like
It's not a thriller.
yeah, it's
Brad
not a
Pitt.
thriller, but he's in the countryside.
Oh,
I'm
gonna look it
Meet
up.
Joe Black.
Oh, Meet
There's
Joe-
that one, but there's also one where he's like in the countryside, and I'm trying to look here. PD's helped me out here by pulling some up, and I
Brad
can't.
Pitt's
Yeah,
filmography.
I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell me later.
Or like, you know, one that's a bit of a love, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. No, that's not really. But like F1,
Oh,
that's a bit of
yeah.
a romance movie, but also a thriller.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, okay. You can get
Fight Club.
Fight Club.
That's more of a thriller. You know, fast pace. Yeah.
Okay, so F1 is a romance movie, people.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you? Your number
me?
one.
My number one would be About Time. Rachel McAdams.
Okay.
What did you think about that movie?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's all right.
All right, so turning to you guys, fast-paced thrillers or heartfelt romances? If you had to choose one, which one would you guys go with?
Yeah.
So that was our question. Anyway, thank you for sharing the movies, Andrew, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Alrighty, everyone. That was our bite-sized banter segment with Andrew. And once again, reminding you of the topic, fast-paced thrillers or heartfelt romances. If you guys had to choose just one, which would it be? I don't know, somehow I have this prejudiced mind that guys normally like the fast-paced thrillers. Meanwhile, the woman is little bit more tilted toward heartfelt romances. But I guess that is totally different these days. So I want to know your answers, guys. We have Jenny Loves Music saying, romance movie makes me jealous. Thriller makes me tired. If you had to pick one though, Jenny, which one would you go for? Like on a rainy day, let's say. I think it depends how the weather is that day. For example, on a rainy day, I think like the mellow side of you kind of kicks in more, right? Am I right? Maybe not. For some guys out there, you might want fast-paced because it's, a slow day. We also have Sang Yun-nim saying, my favorite movie genre is Christopher Nolan's. So I guess I'm not also a big romance fan. Yeah, I also love the movie Seven a lot. Ooh, I guess we have a Seven fan. Yes, we have Travis saying Seven is a great movie, but it's a bit tense for some people. Is that the one with Morgan Freeman? Am I right, guys? Yes, and Brad Pitt was in it. Yes, and this says teenager restricted. Is it because it's scary? It's a crime horror movie. It lasts for 2 hours. Wow, that seems intense. I guess there was a Korean movie. Am I right? Yes, I am definitely a romance movie fan for sure, because once I looked up the movie list, I couldn't find the movies as much from the fast-paced thrillers than from the romances. So yeah, I guess you guys like the thriller ones. Let's see. Also, we have 현철님 saying, I watched Ben-Hur, which was released in 1959, which was the original piece. And I couldn't watch because that is when I wasn't born. But it released in 2016, and I watched that movie. And this movie is really sad as well. I don't know why I remember this, but I watched this when I was an elementary school student. It was on TV, and I remember being very stressed out after watching this as well. Yes, but isn't he the guy who rode like the donkey or horse? Yes, but I heard it's a masterpiece, right, guys? Yes. Oh, thank you for sharing that. Also, we have Kai Yuan-jung-nim saying, I always watch romance movie before going to bed. It is more easy to fall asleep. If I watch thriller, I will have a nightmare. Exactly. That is the reason why I don't watch something scary at night, especially alone, right? Yes. Also, we have Hyunjul-nim saying, my number one is Love Actually. I love that movie. I love Actually. Don't you love that song? Love, 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 right? For me, I think I personally prefer watching like romantic musicals. For example, to name some of them, A Star is Born, right? That was a great piece. La La Land and Wicked. I think, musical plus romance, I think that is very good. And one of the all-time favorite for like the global viewers would be Titanic, right? And Love Actually, as Anthony said. And The Notebook, Andrew has mentioned this. And also, I think for romantic teen movies, I am a big fan of this. Yes, Cinderella stories, To All the Boys That I've Loved, She's the Man. That's my all-time favorite high teen movie. Yes. And Travis is saying, I feel like watching only thrillers would drain me mentally, but watching only romance would be even more mentally draining. Why is that? Because of the math that's going on, Yes, but I think it's easy to understand like love from different perspective, gender-wise and I don't know, character-wise, because once you're involved in a relationship, I think it's hard to like really see it, you know what I mean? But if you see it from the third perspective, from others' perspective, I think it's easy to catch on to what I've done wrong in past relationships. So I think that's why one of the reasons why I watch romantic movie is because of that. I want to be a better person, right? Yes. And Sangyeon님 is saying the non-thriller movie where Brad Pitt is in a countryside should be A River Runs Through It. In Korean title, 흐르는 강물처럼, which is a good one. I'm going to jot that down. Okay. Also, we have, how about High School Musical? This is really great as well. Yeah, I remember watching this with my friends in the theater, right? And everybody was obsessed with Zac Efron. Yes, when he had blonde hair, right? His eyes were beautiful. Yes. And he's also, Drift Monkey is also singing, We're Soaring, Flying, High School Musical. Ha 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 ha. Yes, definitely. I actually remember seeing it, but I didn't pay attention. I was too caught up in that moment. I was just focusing on Zac Efron and the women that he dated at that time. So I should really look into it, guys. Thank you for all the recommendation. I have lots of book recommendation and now I have lots of movie recommendation, which I'm very happy. So thank you guys so much for sharing your answers. And now it's time to take a breather, and here's Can't Stop by CN Blue.
하루에 한 번만 그댄 떠올려줘요 Miss you 하루에 한 번만 나는 잊어볼게요 그것도 안 돼요 그것도 안 돼요 그것도 안 되면 그럼 난 어떡하나요 그대 한마디에 나는 웃어요 거울처럼 매일 살아요 나의 하루는 그대의 것이죠 Can't stop me now Can't stop me now Can't stop me now 그대를 따라 그대만 바라보는 내 맘 아직 시려요 Can't stop me now Can't stop me now Can't stop baby 나는 멈출 수 없네요 I can't stop loving you 흩날리는 바람에 그대 떠올라 눈부신 햇살에 그대 떠올라 나는 멈출 수 없네요 I can't stop loving you
And now it's time for K-pop Dispatch, and this is a part of the show where we take a look at the latest in K-pop new releases, comeback updates, and songs that are slowly finding their way onto everyone's playlist. So first, we have 봄바람 휘날리고 by 자두. So this is one of the tracks that feel bright, playful, and full of seasonal energy. And just from the title alone, 봄바람 휘날리고, you can almost picture it, right? Flowers blooming, light breezes in the air, whew, and people stepping outside after a long winter. And this song carries a cheerful, almost nostalgic vibe, like those simple moments when everything feels a little lighter for no reason. And it's not just about spring weather, it's about that feeling of starting fresh, of wanting to smile a little more, or maybe walk a little slower and enjoy what's right in front of you. So as you guys listen to the song today, maybe let yourself relax for a moment and imagine a soft spring day passing by, even though it's a rainy day today. And up next after that song is 늦은 후에 by Kassy. Now, this next song carries a very different kind of emotion. This is actually a cover of a well-known song originally released in 2001. And the story behind it is something that many people can relate to, realizing the true value of someone only after they're gone. And it's about those quiet, lingering thoughts that come after a breakup when everything settles and you begin to understand what you had and what you lost. So Kassy's version brings a deeper emotional tone with her soft but powerful voice carrying every line with sincerity. So let's go check out these two tracks back to back. First up, we have 봄바람 휘날리고 by 자두, followed by 늦은 후에 by Kassy.
소란스레 들려오는 봄 위로 여전히 남은 겨울 끝에 달콤한 유자향 해돋이를 보러 갈까 너와 나 수평선 바다 위로 떠오를 텐데 봄바람 휘날리고 하늘 별은 빛나고 우주의 밝은 기운이 날 감싸고 어디로든 난 가고 싶어 너와 함께면 두 손을 잡아 You and I 초록빛이 번져가는 봄 위로 새순이 올라 향기 좋은 쑥이 너무 좋아 기분 좋은 봄이 부는 거리에 수많은 사람들의 행복이 넘쳐 봄바람 휘날리고 하늘 별은 빛나고 우주의 밝은 기운이 날 감싸고 어디로든 난 가고 싶어 너와 함께면 두 손을 잡아 You and
얼마나 한참을 서 있었는지 멀리 너의 모습 보면서 그 모습 사라질 때까지 나의 발걸음은 움직일 수조차 없었지. 내가 어떤 사랑 받았었는지 내가 어떤 아픔 줬는지 이제야 널 보낸 후에야 돌아선 후에야 다시 후회하고 있잖아. 떠나간 다른 사람 때문에 비틀거리던 나를 힘들게 지켜주던 널 바라보지 않았지. 그렇게 사랑이 온지 몰랐어. 기대어 울기만 했잖아. 그런데 눈물이 너의 가슴으로 흘러 아파하는 날 나는 밀어냈었지. 사랑은 떠난 후에야 아는지 곁에 두고서 헤맨 건지 이제야 알겠어. 너에게 기대어 울던 그 순간들이 가장 행복했었던 나를. 내가 어떤 사랑 받았었는지 내가 어떤 아픔 줬는지 이제야 널 보낸 후에야 돌아선 후에야 다시 후회하고 있잖아. 떠나간 다른 사람 때문에 비틀거리던 나를 힘들게 지켜주던 널 바라보지 않았지. 그렇게 사랑이 온지 몰랐어. 기대어 울기만 했잖아. 그런데 눈물이 너의 가슴으로 흘러 아파하는 날 나는 밀어냈었지. 사랑은 떠난 후에야 아는지 곁에 두고서 헤맨 건지 이제야 알겠어. 너에게 기대어 울던 그 순간들이 가장 행복했었던 나를.
And now it's time for Song of the Day. So this is the moment where we take everything that we talked about today and let one song carry that feeling just a little further. So today we started with the idea of taking care of our health with the government's National Fitness Award. So in Korean, 국민 체력 100. And a simple question in our little secret confession about how often we actually make time for cardio. And we also had some fun learning a new English expression and took a closer look at stories that didn't make the biggest headlines. And we got to share a few light and playful thoughts together and caught up on some of the latest in K-pop music. So for today's song of the day, we picked a track that feels a little unexpected. And today's choice is 이 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 by 우리. So it's a song that plays with contrast, something emotional and personal, placed in a space that's usually loud and energetic. And maybe that's what makes it interesting, because sometimes even the busiest and noisiest moments, we find ourselves caught in a feeling that we didn't expect. So as you guys listen to the song today, see what kind of mood it brings you today. And now we're going to shift gears and turn to our sweeties messages. And we have 현철님 saying, I remember 늦은 후에 is Bobo's song. And Bobo is a singer who's an actress, 강성현. But I want to know the version of Kassy version as well. Yes, so we played the song that we introduced in K-pop Dispatch today. And 현철님, hope you enjoyed that song. What did you think about it? I personally love Kassy's voice. It's so mellow and it's just, I don't know, it's heartfelt melodies. It just melts your heart right away, right? Yes, hopefully you enjoyed it. Also, we have Drift Monkey Name saying, I don't think it's difficult at all not to share online. A lot of times I see people's posts and think, no one wants or needs to see that. Then I think that's probably the same for any post that I'd make. Yes, but it's really hard to think this way. I know, right? And as I personally quit doing social media myself, I realized that people aren't that interested in you as much as you think they would be, right? Yes, so I think this is what Drift Monkey is saying. I think you realize a lot of things from that, right? And plus, I think it helped us to focus more on other things that are in front of us, right? So anyway, thank you for sharing that and good job. Way to go. Whew. And Songhyun-nim is saying, for a romance movie, I recommend a Japanese film called A Love Letter, which is my all-time favorite. I actually remember the poster of this, Songhyun-nim. Love Letter, right? In Japanese, I think it was like crossways. I don't know, vertical. Yeah, but I think my parents definitely have seen it. And I want to see it too. Isn't like the soundtrack really famous too? Yes, I would definitely check that out. Thank you for recommending that. Even though you're not a romance lover, Sang-Yuni, thank you for recommending that. And yes, for thriller movies, I have actually watched a lot of those too. But I personally like the ones where people on the doomsday thriller, those ones like The End of the Day, World War Z, something like that. Wait, am I right? Yes, the one that Brad Pitt, was it Tom? I don't know. Yes, I'll try to remember that, guys. Oh my gosh. Yes. I gotta think before I say it, right? And Hyunter님 said today I ate yanggomtang, which is the beef tripe soup with rice and sausage and eggs and soy sauce and one kimchi. Oh, that sounds really good. And he also says I prefer heartfelt romance because when I see thriller movies or dramas, I can't easily go to bed often. But when I see a heartwarming romance movie or drama, I can sleep well without having a nightmare. Yes, I think one of our sweeties said this too, right? If it's bedtime, I think you should definitely watch heartfelt romances, right? You don't get a nightmare. Also, we have Jenny Loves Music saying, Travis theme, haha, my favorite movie was The Godfather. Music is good, acting is good. Yeah, this is like the all-time legendary movie, right? Isn't it in black and white film? Am I right, guys? But yeah, one of the songs from Godfather, I remember that. Yes. Oh, it's so legendary. So if you guys haven't watched that movie, you should definitely do check it out. And the movie Love Letter really suits Yoonji's vibe, I guess, Travis says. Oh, really? I should write it down. Love letter. Anyway, thank you for all the recommendation, guys. And I said there's a term among Gen Z these days referring to mental fogginess and reduced attention span from excessive consumption of low quality, those hollow, hyper-stimulating online content. And I remember saying it's brain fog, but it was actually brain rot. Sorry, guys, my brain was actually fogged. So today, as we go back to our daily life, really try to live the moment, guys, and cherish the moment. And for today's last song, we have today's song of the day, which is 이 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 by Woody. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and let's wrap up on the great note tomorrow together at 12:05 live here on Sweet Date. So hope you guys have the lovely rest of your day. Take good care, guys, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!
이 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 네가 이 음악에 춤출 수 있을까요? 이 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 혹시 그녀가 내게 전화할까요? 이 노래가 흘러내게 닿는다면 그대는 웃을까요? 눈물을 흘릴까요? 궁금하죠 과연 You still have fire, still have a fire. Hey, 가지고 나서 눈이 떠진 날 침대가 너무 높다고 느껴진 날 베개 하나가 흘리는 날 잠깐만 오늘 꿈에서 널 본 것 같아 난 한 번 더 보려고 눈을 감네 But I can't do nothing 촉촉한 맘에 떠날 거라면 이 맘도 가져가 어차피 넌 내 말 듣지 않을 거니까 이 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 네가 이 음악에 춤출 수 있을까요? 이 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 혹시 그녀가 내게 전화할까요? 이 노래가 흘러내게 닿는다면 그대는 웃을까요? 눈물을 흘릴까요? 궁금하죠 과연 You still have fire, fire, fire up, fire up, fire up. You still have fire, fire up, fire up, fire up. You still have fire, fire up, fire up, fire up. You still have fire. 궁금하죠 과연 You still have fire, fire. 그래 네가 맞아 네가 했던 말 다 맞는 말이고 이미 떠나보낸 막차 내가 전화해도 너는 받질 않아 손을 뻗어봤자 전혀 널 지워버리려고 해 술에 힘을 빌려 But 또까지 널 만나려 꿈속으로 이 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 네가 이 음악에 춤출 수 있을까요? 이 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 혹시 그녀가 내게 전화할까요? 이 노래가 흘러내게 닿는다면 그대는 웃을까요? 눈물을 흘릴까요? 궁금하죠 과연 You still have fire, fire. 걸어와줘 넌 내게로 여전히 넌 예쁜 채로 내 곁에 있어 내 옆에 있어 아직도 멈춘 시간 그곳에 있어 내 노래가 들리면 지금 전화해줘 What to be 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 네가 이 음악에 춤출 수 있을까요? 노래가 클럽에서 나온다면 혹시 그녀가 내게 전화할까요? 노래가 흘러내게 닿는다면 그대는 웃을까요? 눈물을 흘릴까요? 궁금하죠 과연 You still have fire, fire. Fire up, fire up, fire up. You still have fire, fire up, fire up, fire up. You still have fire, fire up, fire up, fire up. You still have fire. 궁금하죠 과연 You still have fire, fire.